Good evening and welcome. My name is Dr. David Widener, and I'm the Executive Director of the Cape Cod Pilgrim Memorial Association and the Provincetown Museum. Welcome to tonight's chamber music program for the Outer Cape. Before we begin, I would like to take a moment to acknowledge the current unrest in our country and to say that our association and the Pilgrim Monument and Provincetown Museum stands tall for tolerance, equality, and the fair treatment of everyone. In fact, before we officially begin our program tonight, and in honor of the 2020 commemoration, I would like to convene this virtual chamber music concert by acknowledging the Wampanoag people of the past and of the present who are among us, and their heritage as the indigenous people of this land. While we cannot undo the mistakes of the past, we have a responsibility to acknowledge them and to work toward a continually better future together. We must do this. Black lives and all lives do matter. Our chamber music program was geared up for a fantastic season of concerts during 2020 to commemorate the 400th anniversary of the landing of the Mayflower Pilgrims, the meeting of the native Wampanoag Nauset people, and the signing of the historic Mayflower Compact here in Provincetown. However, COVID-19 had a different idea for us, and due to COVID-19, our activities have been canceled for the 2020 commemoration. However, we knew that we had an established audience, and so we wanted to provide a COVID-safe way to keep chamber music alive on the Outer Cape and at the Pilgrim Monument. We put our heads together, and through the musical energy of our director, Dr. Craig Combs, magic happened in the form of this virtual concert. Tonight, you will hear voice, piano, and violin stirring music through the halls of our museum. And while it's not quite a live concert, it will certainly feel that way if I do my job correctly this evening. A huge thank you goes out to Halcyon Hurst, Jeffrey Thurston, and Dr. Craig Combs for their gift of music, their time, and their voice. We hope that you enjoy tonight's performance and will consider donating so that we can keep bringing you a wonderful, wonderful musical program like the chamber music for the Outer Cape. But for now, sit back, grab a cocktail, have a little nosh, turn the phone off, and come with us on tonight's PMPM musical journey. Let's get started.
Thank you, David, for the introduction. I am Craig Combs, the Artistic Director for Chamber Music for the Outer Cape, a program of the Pilgrim Monument and Provincetown Museum. As you can see behind me, I'm standing outside the museum and the East Gallery, where we give our concerts in the shoulder seasons and the winter for the communities of the Outer Cape. Today, we're here to give you a concert, our first online concert. You know, music has a healing power, and we're hoping in this time of social distancing that our music tonight will give you a bit of peace and comfort. We also hope you'll enjoy the concert and that you will consider giving a donation to the Pilgrim Monument in support of our chamber music program, helping us to continue to make chamber music a vital part of our communities here on the Outer Cape. And now it's time for me to mask up and take you into the East Gallery. Let's go make some music. Hi again. We're going to present the concert in 3 parts, presented by 3 musicians, Jeffrey Thurston on the violin, and soprano Halcyon Hurst, and myself on the piano. In this first part, I'm going to play for you the Moonlight Sonata by Beethoven. It's composed in 1801. It's one of the most famous pieces ever written, and it was known for the first 32 years as Sonata Quasi una Fantasia. That's the title that Beethoven gave it. He actually gave it to 2 sonatas that he paired together and published together. But about 5 years after his death, a German critic heard the sonata and said it reminded him of the moonlight on Lake Lucerne. Well, that's exactly the kind of description that sticks. And this one has stuck for the last 188 years. The second movement is a minuet and trio, infused with some of Beethoven's unique ideas. And the last movement is a presto. It's a very, very fast movement, energetic, rhythmic, powerful from the beginning to the end. If you let it, it may rock your world. I hope you enjoy.
Good evening, friends. Craig and I are pleased to bring you a set of 4 pieces for violin and piano, chosen especially to reflect the many moods of summer in Provincetown. First up is Berceuse by French composer Gabriel Fauré. Something of a breakout hit, Berceuse was embraced enthusiastically by violinists following its premiere, and it helped to secure Fauré's place with his first major publisher. Berceuse is a French term meaning lullaby or cradle song. Listen for the rocking rhythms in the piano and the gentle melodies floating on top in the violin. Next, we have 2 pieces by distinguished American composer William Grant Still, often referred to as the Dean of Afro-American composers. His remarkable career spanned the concert hall, the opera house, and Hollywood, and he achieved a number of significant firsts. Among others, he was the first African-American composer to have an opera performed by a major American company and a symphony performed by a major American orchestra. Our first selection is the spiritual Here's One, arranged by Still's good friend Louis Kaufman, the distinguished American violinist. The spiritual is a deeply moving expression of devotion. The text declares, "Talk about a child that do love Jesus, here's one." Still's setting features a powerful piano introduction and interlude. The violin traces the melody first in the register of a contralto, then in the range of a dramatic soprano. Thrilling stuff. Our second selection is the gorgeous Summerland, originally written for string quartet. Once again, Louis Kaufman provided the violin and piano arrangement. This piece follows an ABA structure and blends jazz and impressionistic harmonies and textures. It conjures up images of a tranquil summer afternoon with rustling breezes, bird songs, and a hint of the approaching fall. Finally, we're ending our set with American composer Aaron Copland's exuberant hoedown from his ballet Rodeo, or Rodeo. The correct pronunciation is the subject of some debate in the classical music world. Copland's transcription of the iconic full orchestra version gives Craig and me a real workout. So, cowgirls and cowboys, do-si-do and swing your partners. Yeehaw!
The songs we chose for this concert are Some Days, Stars and the Moon, and Everybody Says Don't. Some Days is a poem that was written by James Baldwin, who was actually a friend of my grandparents, and a friend of mine, Steve Marzullo, put this poem to music. He wrote this song so beautifully, and I am honored to sing it here for you. Stars and the Moon is a song written by Jason Robert Brown from his first produced show, Songs for a New World. I've been singing this song for over 20 years, and I'm always moved by it. It is a beautiful reminder to take risks in life, especially when it comes to love. And Everybody Says Don't, written by the incomparable Stephen Sondheim, is our final piece for you all. The message is as clear and poignant today as it was 56 years ago. Don't stop fighting for one another. Some days worry, some days glad, some Some days more than shine. When you see what's coming on down the line. Some days you say, oh, not me, never. Some days you'll say, bless God forever. Some days you'll say, curse God and die. And the day comes when you wrestle with that lie. Some days tussle, and some days groan, and some days don't even leave the bone. Some days you hustle all alone. I don't know, sister, what I'm saying, nor do no man if he don't be praying. I know that love is the only answer, and the tightrope lover the only dancer. When the lover comes off the rope today, the net which holds him is how we pray, but not to gods unknown, but to each other. The falling mortal is our brother. Some days live, some days grieve, some days you almost don't believe. Some days believe you, some days don't. Some days believe you, and you won't. Some days worry, some days mad, some days more than make you glad. Some days more than shine. Witnesses coming on down the line. Witnesses coming on down the line. I met a man without a dollar to his name, who had no traits of any value but his smile. I met a man who had no yearn or claim to fame, who was content to let life pass him for a while. But I was sure that all I ever wanted was life like the movie stars led. But he kissed me right here, and he said, give you truth and a future that's 20 times better than any Hollywood plot. And I thought, you know, I'd rather have a yacht. I met a man who lived his life out on the road, who left a wife and kids in Portland on a whim. I met a man whose fire and passion always showed, who asked if I could spare a week to ride with him. But I was sure that all I ever wanted was a life that was scripted and planned. And he said, but you don't understand. I'll give you stars and the moon and the open highway and a river beneath your feet. I'll give you days full of dreams if you travel my way, and the summer you can't repeat. I'll give you nights full of passion and days of adventure, no strings, just warm summer rain. And I thought, you know, I'd rather have champagne. I met a man who had a fortune in the bank. He had retired at age 30, set for life. I met a man and didn't know which stars to thank. And then he asked one day if I would be his wife. And I looked up, and all that I could think of was the life I had dreamt I would live. And I said to him, what will you give? I'll give you cars and a townhouse in Turtle Bay and a fur and a diamond ring. And we'll get married in Spain on my yacht today, and we'll honeymoon in Beijing. And you'll meet stars at the parties I throw at my villas in Nice and Paris in June. And I thought, okay. And I took a breath. And I got my yacht. And the years went by, and it never changed, and it never grew, and I never dreamed. And I woke one day, and I looked around, and I thought, my God, I'll never have the moon. Everybody says don't, everybody says don't, everybody says don't. It isn't right, don't, it isn't nice. Everybody says don't, everybody says don't, everybody says don't walk on the grass, don't disturb the peace, don't skate on the ice. Well, I say do, I say walk on the grass, it was meant to feel. I say sail, tilt at the windmill, and if you fail, you fail. Everybody says don't, everybody says don't, everybody says don't, get out of line. When they say that, then ladies, that's a sign. 9 times out of 10, lady, you're doing just fine. Make just a ripple, come on, be brave. This time a ripple starting to fall, but it's better than not starting at all. Everybody says no, everybody says stop, everybody says mustn't rock the boat, mustn't touch a thing. Everybody says don't, everybody says wait, everybody says can't fight City Hall, can't upset the cards, can't laugh at the king. Now I say try, I say laugh at the king so they make you cry. Lose your pies, fall if you have to, but ladies make some noise. Everybody says don't, everybody says can't, everybody says wait around for miracles. That's the way the world is made. I insist on miracles. If you do them, miracles, nothing to them. I say don't be
Amazing. Truly, truly amazing. The talent that was just shared, what a healing power of music. Thank you, Craig, Halcyon, and Jeffrey. We hope that each of you have enjoyed our very first virtual concert this evening. We're still experimenting with various platforms and communication tools to make this process easy and sustainable. I would really like to take a special shout out and thank the collective team of Athena Metis, our PR development group, Trisha, Jamie, Mel, Lorraine, Jeremy, who's monitoring our chat tonight. Your professional communications and development guidance really was essential and was appreciated, so thank you. As I said in my opening, this evening's musical experience happened because we know our audience, you, want the Pilgrim Monument and Provincetown Museum's Chamber Music program, and since we can't bring it to you face-to-face, we wanted to do the next best thing. Thank you to those who've already donated this evening. We've tried to keep up with the thank you notes in the automatic chat window and appreciate you using our Patron Manager portal. For those others, if you really liked tonight's performance and would like to see more from us, we kindly ask that you take a moment to visit our website, pilgrimmonument.org/donate. The address will be repeated on the closing slide. All of us are having a seriously difficult year, and as the oldest nonprofit on Cape Cod, the Pilgrim Monument has not been sheltered from the effects of COVID-19. I'm genuinely asking you for your help and your support. Every little bit helps so that we can keep educating and bringing our mission to people like you and to others, and to also provide outstanding programs like tonight's chamber music concert. We appreciate and need the support of the Pilgrim Monument and Provincetown Museum. Thank you again for listening, for your time, and your donations. Good night. Stay healthy.